So I have the pleasure to introduce you to sub-project 7, Digital Product Description. And I want to start with the question, why is there a work package digital product description in a standard like the DIN 7236? Because the answer to this might not be very obvious on the first glance. But what is the objective of the DIN? So the objective is to increase the degree of automation in wiring harness production. So in the end of the process, the development process. The scope of the design rules is to create an impact in the beginning of the development process, because there is this nasty thing called rule of 10. So every mistake you make early in the process and you detect very late in the process has some factors adding to the cost of getting rid of it. And so the intent is to impact the design very early, to design a product which is favorable for automation, to have less cost in the later process with getting the product ready for automation. And now the problem is with that in most cases only criteria that are verifiable do have an effect. So if I set up criteria and I can't verify them, normally there's no effect in a large scale process. And the problem in the wiring harness design is that the volume structures you have with thousands of wires and connectors and terminals and things like that, it is almost impossible to handle something like a manual checklist process. So if you have heard that there are rules, for example, for wire length, if you have to go manually through your product and check every wire if the criteria are met, that is not feasible, especially if you think that the wiring harness development process is a process that is very change oriented. And therefore the idea from the beginning of the DIN was not only to set up design guidelines or design rules, but also ensure that the design rules are automated testable. In a way that you can handle large designs in an efficient way to ensure that the design rules can influence the process and can have an actual effect. And that is the reason why there is a work package digital product description, because the responsibility of this work package is to ensure this automated testability of the design rules. So, as I said earlier, the objective is to ensure this. This is done by first ensuring that every design rule specifies which data is needed for testing this design rule. And then this data requirements are mapped into standard formats like KBL and VEC to ensure it is clear which fields are required. And if information is required that is not already available in those standards, identify these gaps and submit actions, issues, change requests to the standardization bodies. That is the one aspect of the working content of this sub-project. The other aspect is to support the authors of the design rules to do it in a way that formalization and automated checking is possible, and to be aligned with current development processes and tooling. The contribution of this sub-project to the Dean is one chapter where the data requirements are defined, and the quality check for the design rules. How's the collaboration process between the technical work packages and the digital product description work package? You have two very different skill profiles in this setting. You have the people working in the technical work packages who have a high competency profile in things like standardization, automation technologies, wiring harness technologies, and they are thinking about what are the technical solutions. And then you have the work package 7 people, which have a competency in how do IT systems work, algorithms for testing, what are the data structures in this domain, what data is available in the IT systems, and how could you formalize this into the design rules. And I think these orthogonal skill sets were very good in the working together. So if you look at the actual Dean, then you will find in all design rules for the wiring harness a section here in the lower end where the data requirements, so the information you need about the product to test these design rules, are listed. Those are then summarized in a separate chapter in the Dean, where you can actually read down which information you need to know about the product to evaluate all the design rules available in the Dean. And then there are 2 additional chapters where these abstract requirements are mapped to specific data fields in KBL and VEC. And that is basically the contribution of the sub-project digital product description. And I just noticed I forgot the finalization summary slide. So that's from my side. If you have any questions, you're welcome.